Your parents, your real estate agent, and everyone on the internet told you the same thing. Renting is throwing money away. Buying a house is the best investment you will ever make. But today we are going to run the actual math. And I'm going to show you why your primary residence may be a financial liability pretending to be an asset. Because if you ignore the invisible costs, this investment can silently drain your wealth for the next 30 years. Let's start by destroying the biggest myth in personal finance. The idea that your mortgage payment is just rent you pay to yourself. Let's use a $400,000 house as the example. You scrape together a 10% down payment. That's $40,000 gone before you even move in. At around 6.09% interest, your principal and interest payment is about $2,150 a month. But wait, we are not done. Not even close. Now add property taxes. Conservatively, that's about $450 a month. Then homeowners insurance. That could easily be another $300 a month. And because you did not put 20% down, you may also have PMI. That is the fee you pay every month for the crime of not being wealthy enough. Add another $275. So your monthly cost is not $2,150, it is closer to $3,580. And here is the statistic that should reframe everything. Right now, renting is cheaper than buying in all 50 of the largest U.S. metros, every single one. Nationally, the average mortgage payment exceeds average rent by about 38%. So if you are renting right now, you may not be behind. In many markets, you may actually be making the rational choice. The real estate industry loves to talk about appreciation, but they rarely talk about depreciation. When you own a home, everything breaks. Recent studies show the average hidden annual cost of homeownership can hit $21,400. That is about $1,783 a month for maintenance, utilities, taxes, insurance, and internet. And these are not luxury upgrades. These are basic survival costs of owning the building. Water heaters die every 10 to 12 years. Roofs fail every 20 to 25 years. HVAC systems eventually give out too. These are not surprises, they are scheduled financial emergencies. And then there is homeowners insurance. Insurance premiums have become their own financial crisis. Now here is where the math gets brutal. If you take out a $450,000 mortgage at 6.5%, your standard payment is about $2,844 a month. Over 30 years, you will pay $573,840 in pure interest. Sit with that number. You are paying more in interest than the initial cost of the house. The bank collects more from you in interest alone than the value of the home you bought. It is a beautiful business model if you are the bank. They lend you money because the 30-year mortgage can make you pay twice for one asset. You take the risk. You pay the maintenance. They collect the interest. But what happens when you finally pay it off? After 30 years, you own the house free and clear. So it is a free place to live, right? Absolutely not. Property taxes have gone up nationally since 2019, mortgage or not. Your house is still paying rent to the state. Then add insurance, repairs, and the 1% maintenance rule. A fully paid off $400,000 home can still cost $838 to $1,300 a month just to occupy. The house is never actually free. The era of buying any house at any price and assuming appreciation will save you is over. You're being told by culture that owning a home means success, but the numbers are quietly saying something very different. Here is the truth. Renting and investing, the difference is a completely legitimate strategy. Almost nobody with a financial incentive will suggest it. Why? Because nobody earns a commission when you buy a low-cost index fund. In a high-rate, high-price environment, renting while investing, the difference can outperform buying an overpriced house. This is not a consolation prize. It is a mathematical advantage. You're not crazy for looking at listings and thinking none of this adds up. It genuinely does not. Understanding why it does not add up is the first step toward making a better decision, not a decision based on pressure, not a decision based on tradition, a decision based on real math. Running the numbers before you sign is not pessimism. It is the only sane way to navigate a market this broken. If this video just saved you from making a massive financial mistake, drop a like. It genuinely makes a difference. And hit subscribe to keep running the real math with me.